All right, so let's use HubSpot today and let's talk about launching a smart marketing campaign. A smart marketing funnel using HubSpot. And let's see if I can make sure my screen's actually going to be sharing correctly. Let me turn this off and back on just to make sure. Let's see, no screen there. Do we have a screen here now? Let's get our screen back. Here we go. All right, now we have our screen back. Oh, I thought we had our screen back. Now we have our screen back. All right, so we're gonna start from scratch here. I'm gonna build what I call a smart marketing funnel. I'm gonna build a trigger, I'm gonna load an audience in, I'm going to send them something that's high value to them, and I'm gonna teach them. And then if they click and they go and engage in the content that I shared with them, I'm going to then follow up with them and ask them to get on the phone with me. So if you engage in this funnel, if you're on the list and you see this and you engage in this, you'll watch it happen from the other side. If you don't, that's okay. So let's put this in here as smart funnel, and then let's put a date on it, 12, today is the 18th. So I'm typing this live. As you guys see me typing live, you'll probably notice some typos. I have some weird issues going on with my MacBook, waiting to get that fixed around the holidays, so there's some typos and some spacing that happens quite weird. But I'm gonna start from scratch. I'm not gonna load my list yet. I'm gonna build the structure of this funnel. So I'm building inside of HubSpot. If you've never seen HubSpot, this is what it looks like. You may be able to use whatever system you use, right? So we're not tied to having to use HubSpot. You could use Infusionsoft or Marketo or any other system you want, as long as you can build the way I'm going to build. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna send an email first. I'm not gonna put the email here. We'll go back and write that in a minute. So I'm just going to put a placeholder here for now. I'll change these in a moment. So I'm gonna send them an email, and then I'm gonna put an if-then branch. Actually, let's go write that first email, because in order to get this to work, I need to have an email here. So let's go write an email right now. Let's go back to my workflows. Let's go into our emails. Start an email. We're gonna write an automated email. I'm going to have a bunch of saved templates in here. I'm just gonna use a basic email. We're going to call this smart funnel 12, 18, 20 dash email 1. Super clever, right? Smart funnel 12, 18, 20 email 1. So I know exactly what this is. This is the first email they're gonna get. We're gonna call this the activation email. This is the email that everyone out of the audience that I load in, every single person's going to get this email. So I'm gonna give them some value. Hi, first name. We've got a placeholder in there if they don't do this. The other, and as you see, my spacing's off. I'll go back and correct all this and make it all look good. So if you're watching this and you see typos and stuff like that, number one, I don't necessarily care if there's some typos, but number two, I will go back and I'll fix this as we go. So the other day, I shot a video on how to get clients on social media. Video is only 90 seconds, but pretty damn powerful. So, as I said, I'm gonna go back and fix this. My typos are insane right now because of this keyboard. I don't usually type this bad. The other day, I shot a video on how to get clients on social media. It was only 90 seconds, but pretty damn powerful. So powerful that this is where I'm going to start dropping in some stats. So I'm going to pull stats out of my live environment. So powerful that I have 46 people that have watched 100% of the video so far, and 106 people that have started. So I'm going to pull a stat in here. So powerful that 46 divided by 106, 43.39% of the people who watch 25% actually finish the whole video. If you guys hear any background noise, my wife is through the house doing a little vacuuming, stuff like that, getting our house ready for the weekend. So I'm up here in our front. Ocean's behind me today as I'm facing the rest of the house, relaxing, getting ready for some client calls, and working on a funnel. All right, so the other day I shot a video on how to get clients on social media. The video was only 90 seconds, but pretty damn powerful. So powerful that 43.39% of the people who watch 25% of the video actually finished the whole video. All right. I have spent, let's give them a real number. So right now, $28.39, you're seeing this live, you see the number. $28.39 promoting this video to my ideal US heavy marketer business coach audience, and getting my ideal people, and I'll go back and correct my typos again, to watch 100%, so I'm going to do my math again, so 28.39 divided by 46, 61 cents. So we're going to come right back here. So I've spent 28.39 and get my ideal people to watch 100% of the 90-second video for only 61 cents. All right, I'm going to go back in and correct some of these typos in here really quick. And I'll link this up in a minute to some stuff that we're going to send people to, and then I'll tell you why and how we're linking that. So I'm going to go back and read it from the top. Hi, first name. So hi, Gary. The other day I shot a video on how to get clients on social media. Video was only 90 seconds, but pretty damn powerful. So powerful. So powerful that 43.39% of the people who watch 25% of the video actually finish the whole thing. So I don't like video again there, so I'm gonna put the whole thing. I've spent $28.39 promoting this video to my ideal, there's a typo there, ideal US heavy marketer business coach audience, and I'm getting my ideal people to watch 100% of the 90-second video for only 61 cents. So, want to check out the video for yourself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to embed this video. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to click on these three little dots. I'm going to click on embed. I'm going to embed the full post. So let's just embed the video. Let's copy the code. I'm going to come back into HubSpot. And right here, I'm going to see what happens when I paste this. Nope, did not work out too good. Code format, no, let's see. Let's find my way to insert this if possible. If not, what I may do, let's go here. So I'm in my source code. I'm gonna go right here. I'm going to insert that. And to save. All right, there we go. So, want to check out the video for yourself. Leave a comment on the video if you have any questions. So what this is going to do is it's going to do a couple things for me. So I have an audience of people, and I'm building a pixel audience of people who will watch this video on Facebook. So that's one ideal goal of mine. I want people to watch it. If you stick around, I don't care how you get here. If you stick around for 90 seconds and watch this whole video, I want you to know who I am. So number two, I want to track who clicks to go watch this video because I'm going to do something special with those folks. So I'm going to put a couple spots in here to click. I'm going to go back over to Facebook. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to copy my link. I'm going to put a couple spots in here to click. So I did a video on how to get clients on social media. That may get someone to click, right? So I'm going to drop this in. Now there's a lot of mindset around, do you put one link, do you put 12 links? How many links do you put in an email? I put as many as I want. I don't follow most of the rules that most of the people do. Like I don't, there's games to get in the inbox. There's games to do all this stuff. I look at my end result at the end of the day, and that's what matters. So the video was only 90 seconds, but pretty damn powerful, so powerful that I finished the whole thing. So this is something they may think they're gonna get to see my audience. So I'm gonna put a link here, even though I'm not gonna show my audience here. It's for another post. Wanna check out the video, so let's link here. Obviously we have the link there. And we have this, and then at the bottom, just because, P.S., don't forget to check out our new podcast and subscribe on your favorite podcast listening. And we're just going to link here too. All right, so don't forget to check out our new podcast and subscribe on your favorite podcast listening app. Simple email, right? Not too difficult, not too hard. Let's go look at our settings here. It's gonna be from me. I'm gonna put a subject in here. I like to grab my subjects. So I'm going to say, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put a stat to open this up. So 43.39% of the people who watch 25% of the video actually finish the whole thing. So I'm gonna open it up with a stat. And because why not an emoji at the front. And just in case they have the long, let's put an emoji at the very end. All right, there we go. Preview text. Let's grab some preview text out of here. I like to grab everything right out of the email that I just wrote. So let's grab right here. Put this in here. Let's put one word in front of it. All right, now I think that's gonna look pretty nice. Got this, subscription type, it's marketing information. It's marketing, it is what it is. We're gonna schedule this to be sent, review and save. Save for automation. So what I did is I just created an email and I just saved it for automation. Easy enough, right? All right, let's exit out of this. Let's go back into my automation again. back into our smart funnel again. We're going to edit this very first email right here. I'm going to put the right email in place. So now I can set up my next step in the process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enroll some people into this campaign. And then I'm going to say, hey, I want to send an email. And then what I want to do is one of two things can happen. When I send this email, they either, I'm really worried about what they click. Contact click the link in the email. If they click to go to the video, that's who I'm worried about. So what I'm going to do is actually, I need to make a little change here. I need to create another version of this workflow. So you're seeing me live, you're watching. I did not plan this out. I am building this live as we're talking. So I'm going to delete all this because I need to put another workflow together. What I need to do is, this workflow just needs to send the first email. All it needs to do is enroll and send the first email. And then let's call this step 1. I'm going to set a goal of this because I may end up putting in some more emails in here. But I'm going to set a goal on this email. And I want to set the goal of clicking this link right here because I'm going to build a second workflow. So this is the whole workflow. They're going to come in here. I'm probably going to add a delay eventually. I don't know what I want to delay yet, so I'm not going to do that at this step. But they're going to get an email, one email. I may add a second email or a third email depending on what happens here. My whole purpose is to get them to click and go and watch this piece of this content, this video on Facebook. So then let's go build workflow number 2. So we're going to call this Smart Funnel 12/18/20 Step 2. I'm just going to clone it because it's already right there. It's easy for me, Step 2. This is where we're going to have a little fun. This enrollment criteria is going to be on workflow Step 1 and met the goal. So what's going to happen is, if you meet the goal in Step 1, meaning you got this email, you opened it, and you clicked, and you went and watched that video, I'm now going to send you a Step 2 email. Well, why did I have to do this? So I had this light bulb. If you would have been looking inside my brain, you would have seen this light bulb pop on. And I would have said, well, holy shit, Gary, I can't put a pause here. Or I can't put a delay, because what happens if this person takes 6 months to open and click on this link? What happens if they activate 9 months from now? I still want to do something with them, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep them separate. So I'm going to send this email, or send these 3 or 4 emails if I end up coming back in over time and putting more criteria in here, or more marketing pieces in here. And then when they click, whenever it is, today, tomorrow, the next day, 6 months from now, it doesn't matter. When they click, they'll get the next step in the process. So it's a marketing campaign that is truly smart, and it's on their timeline, not mine. So when they meet the goal from Step 1, if you remember, Step 1, if we go back to our workflow, our goal for Step 1 is click there. So when they meet the goal, then we're going to take them to our Step 2. And what our Step 2 is going to be, it's not magic. It's another email. I'm just going to send them an email. It's going to be a nice and easy email. I'm going to go back into our emails again. It's not going to be complex. I'm going to clone this one because everything's already set up in here. It's all cloned and ready to go. I'm going to call this very, very savvy email 2. I'm going to now come in here, and now I need to get a little creative with them. So what happened is they clicked and they went to watch this, but I don't necessarily know why they clicked to go to watch it, right? They could have seriously been interested in how to get clients online. They could have been interested in my marketing stats. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a piece of content that I have kind of pre-written that I'm going to drop into here, and I'm going to see if this intrigues them a little bit. And I have no clue if it will, but we're going to give it a shot and see. So I'm going to copy and paste out of a document that I already have written. I worked with a friend of mine, and he helped me put this together. So I'm going to copy and paste, and then I'm going to reformat. All right, so here's what this looks like. So success isn't the result of hard work all the time. It's the result of hard work done at the right times. Yes, this flies in the face of pretty much everything entrepreneurs have been taught about how to make money. We've been taught to embrace the grind, to always be hustling, always be moving, always be producing. We treat stress as a virtue, sacrifice as grace. There we go. We say yes to every opportunity regardless of whether it makes strategic sense in support of our goals. It often feels as though we are in a never-ending loop, one that finds us always creating, always producing, always traveling, because we were taught that it was the only way to reach our audience, connect, and have an impact. We run ourselves ragged in the belief that one day when we finally reach a specific goal, we can start to enjoy our lives. If you're guilty of subscribing to this maxim, we understand. So I'm going to put I understand. I'm going to write this a little different. This is not to shame you. I respect the hustle. I respect the drive. I respect the desire to make a difference and make a hell of a lot of money along the way. And if you want to continue working that way, I support you. I'm just telling you that you don't have to work like this. Entrepreneurs don't have to be stuck in a conference room all day. They don't have to be on Zoom calls for 4 hours a clip. They don't have to feel like they're out in the middle of nowhere screaming into the void. What they want, what you want, is a way to produce less while making more. So I don't like this language, so I'm going to rework this. Is a way to with the effort make a bigger impact with the effort you already. May not be where I land, but we're going to put that there for now. To enjoy your life while making a more significant difference than you ever thought possible. What if you could have a more massive impact and make more money while putting in fewer hours? What if you could reach more people in less time so you could actually have time for your life? What if you could actually experience the freedom that we're working so hard to achieve? We'd like to invite you, so I'd like to invite you to consider a new way to achieve success. To join a movement that is challenging the status quo of what it means to be an entrepreneur. One that focuses less on the brute force of labor and more on the intelligent strategies that allow your genius to get amplified to the right people at the right time. One that allows you to create your ideal lifestyle and enjoy individualized success based on your values and what's important to you. That is precisely what I am creating. A community of like-minded entrepreneurs who want to leverage online tactics intelligently to maximize their results while minimizing their efforts. Wow. Maximize their results while leveraging their efforts. I don't want to minimize your efforts. I want to leverage your efforts. I believe there's no point in being an entrepreneur if you can't enjoy your life. I am results-oriented, balance-minded, and impact-focused. This is not to say I don't believe in hard work. Far from it. To be successful while working less requires short bursts of intensity followed by consistently intelligent and strategic actions. To put in a few hours and experience more extraordinary results requires moving from doing a million little things to focusing on the few big things that actually move the needle. This is a story about impact. This is a story about outcomes. It is a story about how you create the life you want to lead without feeling like you're always working your ass off. I'm here to tell you that it is possible. You can make a more significant difference. You can enjoy a life of true freedom. You don't have to be a victim to the grind. It's time to take back your life. The old rules no longer need to apply. Welcome to a whole new way of playing. More freedom is what I am offering. And impact is the path to get you there, Gary. So very simple, very easy, very straightforward, very long email. It's going to interrupt our pattern just a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a link to a meeting. It's going to be to an impact and income chat with me or with one of my team members. So what that looks like here, take you and I'll show you this link. When they choose a time, it immediately asks them their revenue, their 12-month goal, and what their biggest challenge is. Obviously, I was testing, so I put bad stuff. So that's what I wanted to happen. Just that, nothing more. So that's email 2. Very long, very drawn out. I want them to read it. I don't want to waste my time and energy. If this got me one call throughout the whole year, then it would be worth it. Because this program that I sell is 12 grand. Okay, it's $12,000 for a year. I bill it $1,000 a month. And if this 30 minutes of teaching you guys so far, or whatever we've taught so far, I can look at my timing on here. Where are we at? If this, 28 minutes so far, and wrapping up the rest of this, let's call it 45 minutes all in. If this 45 minutes of teaching gets me one $12,000 client, it's well worth it in my book. All right, so let's put this together and let's wrap this email up. Settings. It's going to be from me. I got to change the subject. We're going to say let's find a good subject. Here's our subject. So I grabbed it right out of our email again. What if you could have a more massive impact and make more? I'm going to grab some body copy in here. All right, so have information in here. We have email number 2. It's in English. We know it's marketing information. We have a send. It's going out to our automated audience. We're going to save this for automation. When I exit, I go back to my automation again. We're going to go into step 2. So when they meet here, we are going to send them the second email. Okay, my goal of this one is not to click that. My goal of this one is here's the meeting link. Here we go. Right here. My goal of this one is that they fill out that form. That link right there, which will take them to right here, which is exactly where I want them to go. Perfect. So update, save. So now my goal is that they fill out that form. So I'm going to put a little wait in here because they just clicked to look at the video. So let's imagine our flow, right? Our flow is step 1, you get an email or a series of emails. Now, I'm just going to send you these. I don't know when you're going to open them. I don't know when you're going to click on them. I don't have any clue about all that. But what I do know is at some point in time in your future, you may happen to click on a link in that email. And if you do, I want to send you another email automatically. Boom. So in order to do that, I need to put in a little delay here. So I want to delay for a set amount of time. I'm going to delay for, let's delay for 2 minutes. So they got a 90-second email or a 90-second video to watch, right? Click this link, go watch this 90-second video. When you come back to your email, I want you to have it. Actually, I'm going to delay 1 minute. Because when you come back, actually, I'm not going to delay any minutes. I'm going to go just like that. Because when you come back into your email, I want you to have an email from me. Right there, automatically. Let's make sure our settings are good here. We're going to run this at any given point in time. We're going to let this run all the way across the board. We're going to review this one, and we're going to turn this one on right now. The reason why I can turn this one on is the only way somebody will get into this workflow is if they click the link from the first email. They have to meet the goal in step 1. So let's go back to step 1. Let's figure out who we want to enroll in here. So let's set our enrollment criteria. Let's enroll our engaged contacts. Let's enroll a big audience and see what happens here. Let's see. Actually, let's not. Let's put a smaller list of people together. Let's set our enrollment criteria. Let's find people who have visited a page, Entrepreneur Cooperative. So that's one URL containing, let me make sure I didn't have any typos. Nope. So let's find everybody who's visited one URL containing the Entrepreneur Cooperative. Perfect. Or let's find anybody who has visited a page view on our website that contains the word Facebook. apply. Or page view. Actually, let's not do Facebook. For right now, let's see what it looks like if we just do the personal branding. Right there. Actually, we can even get this a little bit savvier. Or let's do let's see, behavioral events, no. We may do that. That may be where we go. Yeah, I think that would probably be our best bet for now, is to do the entrepreneur cooperative, or they looked at our anything to do with influencer marketing or personal branding. So let's go in and let's do our page views. Actually, let's go out and build some master lists. I think this would actually work better. So then I don't have to keep coming into this workflow. So I'm going to build a master list, and I'm going to call it, actually I think I already have this master list in all honesty. Oops, let's get into our lists, not our contacts. All right, so if we're here, let's do our lists. Let's do influencer. I think I have a list in here. Start of a list in here. Or page view contains influencer. So we have all these influencer marketing people, so let's grab those people. Let's grab a list of our grab our personal branding folks. We're going to say if page view contains personal branding. Let's grab these folks. So what I want to do is I want to get these two lists of people. I'm going to let these lists propagate for just a minute. We're going to go in here. We're going to call this interest. So I know my list names. So we've got some people, right? So we've got a bunch of people here, and we're going to have a bunch of people there in our personal branding. And then I have a list of people who've kind of abandoned the entrepreneur cooperative, this process. So we're going to hit all three of these audiences. So let's go back into our automation. Let's go into our workflow. Let's go into our smart step 1. Set our enrollment criteria. Is list membership based. It is for interest, influencer marketing, apply. Or list membership, interest, personal branding, apply. Or list membership, abandon the TEC order process, apply. I have a second list in here, and I'm not sure which one it is, so I'm going to use it right now just for simplicity. Abandon TEC, apply. All right, so what I did is I put a bunch of people in here. Re-enrollment. I'm not going to allow you to get re-enrolled. You're only going to be able to in here once. Anytime you hit one of these lists, you're going to automatically get enrolled in here. So I'm going to hit the save button. Put a little delay in here. I'm going to delay going to delay 1 hour. And I'm going to send them that email. I'm going to delay for 1 hour for a reason. So, a couple reasons. Number one, right now it's 8:44 a.m. Puerto Rico time. That's 7:44 a.m. East Coast time. That is 4:44 a.m. West Coast time. I have a worldwide audience, but I don't want to hit at that time. So I'm going to delay for an hour, which will push everything back an hour. They're going to get this first email. That's all they're going to get. If they happen to open and click that email to go and check out that video, they'll get my second email. If they open the second email and they click and they go book a call with me, they'll meet the goal of the second email. That will tell me that this campaign was successful. My goal is that we get maybe one person over the next 12 months. Maybe we get 2, maybe we get 4, maybe we get 10. Who knows what we actually get? But this is where we're gonna roll. I'm going to review this. It's gonna say, hey Gary, there's 1,937 people we're going to enroll. Yes, I want to enroll them. I'm not gonna allow them to be re-enrolled. No suppression lists. Actually, I do need to put a suppression list on here. Actually, no, let's not put any suppression lists on here. Actually, I do. Hold on. Some people that I've added in recently, so I don't want any of my podcast guests to get this email right now. Save. So podcast guests, they're not going to get this email. Do not remove them from other workflows. Perfect. Performance. History. All right, everything's good to go. I'm going to let it run the whole time. I'm not going to pause it on any particular day. I'm just going to let it run. I'm going to review it. It's going to say, what do you want to do? Yes, I want to enroll them. Yes, I'm going to turn it on. Performance. You guys can look. It's enrolling all of these contacts. So 1 hour from now, if you are in these 1,936 contacts, you're going to get this email. If you want to see what this is like, then you can come to our website, DigitalMarketing.org, and you can opt in. If you opt in, the way you get on this email is go check out EntrepreneurCooperative.com. Go check out our personal branding blog. Go check out any of our influencer marketing blogs. And if you do that, you'll get into this email database. You'll get into this list and this automation. And if you like that video and you want to book a call and you want to talk about income and making a lot of income and impact with your social and with your digital marketing, then we can do that too. And you'll get the link to book a call with me, which will be a very qualified